Welcome to CMAR, everybody. Crypto is my retirement. This is your host, King Harry III. This is you watching me on my journey to $10 million. If you're watching this today, this is not financial advice. I am not your financial advisor. I'm just on my way to $10 million. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, join my membership, join my Patreon, help build this channel to the top. Seriously, this is the most decentralized content you will ever get in cryptocurrency history. All right? So today we're going to do a reaction video by no other than MattyG TV. The great MattyG TV had made a video called MattyG joined Illuminati for ultimate power. So I was watching this video for probably like 2 to 3 minutes, and as he was getting the video, something clicked in me, and it was a show called The Truman Show. Now, if you don't know about The Truman Show is a movie with Jim Carrey started in it. And I remember I just scrolled across the video, and when I actually seen the movie, around the midway point, because I didn't watch the trailer or anything, I actually got the message and like the spookiness of the movie. The movie was pretty much about that the guy's life was a television show all the way from birth. Like, he was born, he had fake parents, he had fake everything, you know what I mean? And during the movie, certain people grown attached to him and was trying to wake him up, even though he did not know that his life was a movie. Everybody was basically on stage for his life. So imagine waking up and the mailman's, he's in on it. Your wife is in on it. Your dad is in on it. When you go to work, the whole town is in on it, you know, in on your life, where they're actually preparing for your life before you wake up. Like, they understand you so much that they can predict everything about you. And it's extremely interesting how he talks about this, because I had similar situations when I was growing up. Even I can speak about now on how my life was destined for this moment. And we're gonna watch this video. We're gonna do a couple of reactions to it. Enjoy.
MattyG TV started the show today. I'm going to be addressing the rumors. Lots of rumors. Lots of bad dogs. In the comments, dogs that I've never even talked to before, dogs that I don't even know. Dogs I've never even sniffed their tail. They're in my comments saying all these things. This only happens, and I'm getting death threats. This only happens when I'm onto something big. When I'm onto something big, people are getting pissed off. Pissed off.
I agree with that.
The endgame master plan New World Order. People have been saying it's MattyG and the Illuminati. All I know, man, I went to this place in Mexico, Tasco, and I was just drawn to this ring. This was months ago. And I believe I've been propagandized leading up to this moment for years. For longer than I even know. I fell for one of their tricks today. It was criminal, man. It really was. Some of the things that they've been pulling for years, man. Even before I was talking about crypto online. It's like they always knew I was going to talk about crypto online. It's like they had a plan for me before I even knew there was a plan for me. It's like they were watching me before I even knew they were watching me. They were controlling me before I even knew they were controlling me. They were controlling me to do things before I even started to do things that were relevant for them.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So like, they were just getting me to do random stuff.
So just to hone on what he's saying, for example, imagine if it's like this. Imagine that there's people in society that know who are going to be the chosen ones, that know, like, prophesied. Like, there's certain people that are born into this world. But I know I'm going crazy, but it's like, for example, when people say, what's your constellations, what day you was born, there's a lot of interesting things that affects your character. Like, you know, from the time you was born, the area, everything, the location, and it shows a lot about you. So, like, what he's kind of saying, in my opinion, it's kind of like, what if they knew that MattyG was going to be the guy to change thousands of lives? And because if I'm the handler and if I know crypto's on the way, it's like this. The people who are in crypto right now, in my opinion, are people that are risky people. So it's like if you have a behavior of gambling or taking risks, or you're just like, because a lot of people in crypto are conspiracy theorists in a sense. A lot of people in crypto are like open-minded. They try to think about health and stuff. So it's like, it's like, if you're in crypto right now, you're buying, if you're using MetaMask, you're buying low market cap coins, like you're some type of woke beyond just gambling. Like you are, like you look at the world with a different set of eyes. And I'm gonna continue watching this video and we're gonna talk a little bit more about it.
Like my old, like reading all my books, maybe I was programmed to do all that as well. Who knows what happened? All I know is I've got this ring. I've got the bunny ears, which basically in Illuminati symbolism is a cuck. Basically, it's someone and their wife cheats on them and stuff. So I think this is some sort of humiliation ritual, and everyone's mugging me off more than I even realize. So I've been mugged off for months here, probably years here. All my friends are probably agents. All my family are probably agents. My dad is probably living a complete alternative life that I don't know about, probably an agent. The life I know him as living is probably fake, because all these things that are happening, it's like this has been planned out for my entire life, dude. And I know it sounds crazy, and I know it sounds weird, and someone should have told me earlier so I could get used to all this, and I would have been even better. Maybe it would have been too much pressure too soon, because all this revelations just happened recently. But I'm telling you guys, there's all these new people in my comments, because I've already removed everyone from the comments that's leaving negative stuff. So if someone's leaving negative stuff, I go and remove them, and it's very rare a negative comment will come through. But today, after posting all this Sibcoin stuff, every single comment is a negative comment. Dozens of them are coming in, all from different sources, faster than I can even remove them from my channel.
Wow.
I think that the Ripple team or someone sinister is behind all these commenters saying these nasty things.
And just to add on what he's saying real fast, like, for example, before I started my cryptocurrency channel, I had, Bitcoin years ago. I knew about it, and it was so crazy how I was talking about it so years ago. And people hit me up today like, man, I remember you told me about this and stuff like that. And, but during them times, I was kind of like, I was doing my own thing, but I was like managing my cousin, because my cousin is a very famous gangster artist. That's a legendary artist. And I was managing him. So I kind of like put what I was doing to the side to focus on him, to get him where he has to go. And he has been incarcerated for about 7 years, and he gets out in literally a matter of days. And it's going to be a big thing. But I was just sitting back and thinking like, wow, if he wasn't incarcerated, I would have never been here. I would have never had my channel. I would have never been as deep as in crypto as I am. Like I literally found my purpose through so many different things. Like it's like the probability, it's like my past made me everything I am now, my characters. There's situations where, people have done things for me that other people would just never do. And the probability of that happening is so slim. Like the timing of me meeting people, it's divine, basically. It really is divine. And when I hear stuff like this, it just reminds me of the thoughts that I already think about in my own life. Like the song that you heard, like the Just Buy More Crypto song, like you just guys don't understand how divine the content is. And through our lenses, like you don't even understand how like things just fall on our lap. It feels like God is just giving us stuff. It feels like they're just placing things there, and they know we're going to pick it up, and they know what we're going to do with it, and they know, like, it's so deep, man. But let me continue.
Evil doggy agendas in my comments. Now, this would have upset me in the past. Now I realize this is just part and parcel of everything I'm doing, and that these threats are very meaningless. And if anything was actually going to happen with these threats, something would have happened already. I've had so many, so something would have happened already. I do believe I've not done anything wrong, really. other than trying to make some money here. And nothing really bad's going to happen, just trying to make some money here. It's not me doing all this stuff. And some people are like, you've chosen Russia, you're siding with Russia, this, that, and the next thing. I didn't sell any DogeGF to get into Russia. So I believe DogeGF is Ukraine and Sibcoin is Russia. So I've not sold any DogeGF to get into Russia. I had spare money laying around that I used to get into Russia. So I actually invested more in DogeGF than I did in Russia by exponents, by about 4 or 5 times. So technically, I'm still a good dog. But at the end of the day, I see what's happening here. I see people are getting shafted here. I see people are going to make a lot of money here. And I can either sit there with my thumbs deep up my ass, twiddling them, hoping for the best, or I can try and make some money here. And people are commenting, MattyG lost 30 grand by messing around on his vacation. I didn't actually. That's a false statement. And then he said, MattyG's living in some hellhole in Scotland. He had to leave and go back to some hellhole in Scotland. I'm actually living in a mansion right now in a really fantastic area, probably the best area of where I'm from. There's mansions everywhere. There's nice cars everywhere. There's rich people everywhere. It's very safe and quiet and nice here. So I'm not living in some destitute hellhole. But even if I was, man, I'd maybe be even having more fun there anyway. If I lived in a city centre in some hostel, maybe I'd get to go out every night. Maybe I'm actually having more fun there. So I think you guys should be less judgmental. You'd be happier dogs. You'd be more successful dogs. And here's the thing that's very important to me that I've realized, and I've only realized this now, is why these blessings are happening now. It's because I've remained consistent in my attitude and my behavior over time. Maybe I've not been as hardworking as I have in the past, but in terms of my moral compass, my ethics, I've been pretty spot on this entire time. Yeah, I've had little slips here and there. We've had to have a word with MattyG. MattyG stopped doing this and that and the next thing because you're acting like an idiot. And maybe they weren't actually words that were said, but the vibes that I got, like, you can't do this anymore, MattyG. So I'm straightening myself out. I'm becoming better as the days go on. And that's all you can do. But what I've realized, right, is a lot of these elites are pretending to be morons, dude. And so they're telling you via their public channel, do this, and they're seeing if you do it. And if you do it, basically, they think you're a moron retard and you don't deserve to live, man, because you're following these unethical orders in the name of stopping the elites being angry at you. And it's a total dichotomy because what the elites are saying and what they actually want you to do are two completely opposite things. They want to see if when they tell you to do something messed up, if you're going to stand up and do the right thing. And so they use these fake accounts to make sure to monitor you and see if you're actually doing the right thing. And they'll use these fake accounts to message you like, hey, what do you think about this and this? Or they'll just have a statement. They'll just float out a statement. Oh, I think this country is bad. Oh, I think this group of people are bad. Oh, I think this. And they've been doing this to me for months. They've been testing me like this for years to see if I remain consistent as a neutral peacekeeper throughout all of this. And so when everyone's like, oh, Russia are the bad people and this and that, I'm just like, I'm just neutral in it. Like I'm just pretty neutral about everything. And it's one of the laws of power to remain neutral. But I'm just doing it, even though it is one of the powers and I know that, I wasn't even doing this logically until I realized they are actually trying to get me to say something stupid here, so that they can cut me off somehow or mess me up somehow or take my money somehow. They're looking for an excuse to throw me under the bus, you know what I mean? So as long as I can stay solid and consistent and loyal to all the parties involved, then my life's just going to keep getting better and better. So that's where you guys have messed up, is when MattyG says something you don't like, you go around into your groups and start mugging me off and saying bad things about me. And you don't realize that the same elites that told me to say these things are also in your group, seeing that you're saying these bad things about me. And they're holding so many opportunities. They're holding the keys to the kingdom. There's a group of people holding the keys to the kingdom of success in any aspect of life that you're looking for. And these people aren't just going to let bad dogs get the keys to the kingdom. They're going to test you over and over and over again in ways you don't even realize. They're watching you constantly.
Man, look, and I agree on that. So just to chime in on my personal situation with that, because I agree on how, you know, it's like life is an equation. It has a beginning, a middle, and an end, and whatever you do between them times equals what you're going to be. You are whatever your time is consumed of. Now, my situation and the situation that it just, what I'm hearing is it makes me think like about all the little moves and the little things that have changed so much. For example, I'm a part of a crew of people that basically is going against the biggest music entity that ever existed in Chicago. You're talking about um, Little Dirk. You're talking about King Von. Like this is for years, and I personally have connections to certain people in the industry, engineers and stuff like that. But they didn't know like my connection to the people that's out here, my family. And I remember I told them about like, hey, see about this guy or whatever, and it was like, man, and these are like a 50-year-old white guy, and they're engineers, and it's like, bro, they said stay the fuck away from him. You're gonna he's a dead man. He's gonna die. And I sit back and think about how my cousin been through all of this shit, and he's getting out at the top of the situation, the most attention, and it just makes me think like the simple fact that there is an entity that's funding so much violence, so much terror. Like this is a real entity funding it, and it knows that it drips down to the people, and it's like, and then there's other people too that wants to give shine to the people that didn't get a chance to go over here. Like I can show you guys video where my cousin has been locked up, but he has been mentioned by several public figures subliminally. Like it wasn't just out there in the public, it was subliminally on TV shows, on music, on like it's so many different levels to Drake. Like Drake basically gave him a shout out. Like it's that deep. Like there's people basically the point is there are people that watch little people. There are huge people that watch little people. There are bad doggies that watch little people, but there are good doggies that want you to win. Like seriously. And I remember like I supposed to did like several interviews like with Say Cheese, with Truth Teller. Like there's several bloggers that has hundreds of thousands of subscribers that I supposed to got in front of the camera and talked about the shit I'm talking about, which is, music, drill, street stuff. And it's like for some reason it just never happened. Like it was more like, all right, cool, let's do it. But like something ended up happening where it didn't do it. And it was so weird. I'm just like, I supposed to been on several platforms. Like I got my cousin on Vlad TV several times. But I supposed to got on several platforms speaking about things, but it was like the universe or the divine, whatever, was just like, nah, we'll just do these incidents to just like not, so it won't happen. You know what I'm saying? Like they would terminate the scenario, and it just be like so coincidental. I'm like, damn, why every time this happens, something happens where it just all shakes down, or the car, or just it's weird, man. But to see him speaks about, because even though I got my situation, everybody has their own situation. His situation could be crypto, the journey of being a king, the journey of overcoming everything. Like it's levels to this, man. And I know it might sound spooky, but I love conversations like this, because this is the stuff me and my friends pretty much talk about all the time, and just we're like, I'm gonna have a podcast coming up soon with talking about some deep stuff, man. Like it gets crazy
in ways you don't even realize, to see if you're a consistent stand-up person, and if you're not, they'll mug you off into different stuff. And not only they'll mug you off, they'll get you to mug off your entire audience into different stuff because they don't like you. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, that's how this is working. You think these elites are working on their businesses all day, working on these high-level activities all day? They're not. They're on these Telegram groups. They're on these Discord channels. They're basically full-time spies, and they get their employees to do all these things.
That's right.
They get people smarter than them at whatever they're working on to do all these things while they are infiltrating all these places, trying to get you to slip up to see if you're a stand-up person or not. So they've been testing me rigorously. And now I've got all the SIB coin, $200 in SIB coin, into thousands of bucks. You know, that's what happens when you always do the right thing. You get these kinds of opportunities. And everyone else will just get told propaganda and misled about these people. They'll say that they're really bad and they're doing this and that. And if you try and make money, that they're going to do bad shit to you. Man, they only do bad shit, as far as I'm aware. They only do bad stuff to people that really deserve it. And that's how they get power over them. Because they're bad in the first place, man. They're doing evil stuff in the first place, man. So I always operate that if you're not doing anything wrong and you're trying to help everybody, that the bad stuff that happens to you will be very limited, and the good stuff that will happen to you, the upside will be magnificent. And that's just the way the world works. So yeah, I'm technically funding both sides of this. I don't see anything wrong in what I'm doing. People have funded both sides of everything, and I've been on the wrong side of everything every single time, my entire life, living in poverty my entire life. So if I fund one thing and finally get rich.
And another thing as well, like, I think one of the geniusness part of MattyG is that he has suffered from poverty. I have suffered from poverty. I have came from the bottom as an adult. I have came from the bottom living in the hood, even growing up with my parents. So it's like my level of tolerance is so high. You can tell his level of tolerance is extremely high to certain things. Like, certain things just won't fucking bother him. Certain things, it's not even like, it's like everything that he did basically helped his tolerance to become the successful person in the future. He's going to need these traits. Once this wealth come in, he's going to need these traits to look at something and discern something from truth and false, and not be emotional, because a lot of people don't go through anything, so they're so sensitive to content. They're so sensitive to verbiage. Dan Pena says sensitivity equals poverty. And I agree with that 1,000%. Like I've been in rooms with certain people that if certain words were said, they're walking out the rooms. I'm coming here to make money. I come here with an objective. I understand that life is not fair, and I'm doing what I have to do to get the results that I'm looking for. So it's just this. Like I said, this is just pure great entertainment, great spoken word that we're hearing right now. And unfortunately, a lot of people listen to this would never been through nothing. They might watch this and, he thinks he's on crack, he's on this and that. But it's like, this is called the hero's journey. Once you really get off on your hero's journey, other heroes understand it. Like, I understand how it feels to want something more than anything. I understand how it feels to do whatever it takes to win. And it's this guy just reeks resiliency. Seriously.
Why would I feel bad about that? I've been mugged off my entire life as an average peasant, having to date all the fucking peasant bitches. Like one thing after another, having to go homeless, having to go hungry. I've got a tooth. I don't have a tooth. I was so poor. So I believe I deserved this SibCoin opportunity, and everyone else that's been hating on me and saying all these horrible things. And bro, it's so funny because your people are paying you to go and say these horrible things, but at the same time, they're in their mind, they disrespect you. Yeah, they've paid you to go and do that thing. You think you're helping them, but at the same time, they've just lumped you into a category in their mind of a total loser pawn that's going out their way to hate on someone that they actually do like, and that they actually are trying to help. So it's kind of a dichotomy. You think you're pandering to these people, but they actually disrespect you for pandering to them. Because I've never pandered to them. I've never accepted money to shill coins and stuff, despite what everyone says. And a lot of the other people, they can't say the same thing. So I'm MattyG from MattyG TV, addressing all the rumors. Maybe I am in the Illuminati. I don't even know. I've never done anything sinister, man. It's all been online. We're gonna have to wait and see. We're gonna have to wait and see what happens. Hopefully, I'm gonna be okay. But I think I'll be fine. Can't be that bad, man. Can't be that bad, man. I think only if you're doing evil stuff in the first place, it's gonna be that bad. What they did. I don't know what.
Let the good doggy finish.
But I'm just trying to make money here. So I'm MattyG. Love you guys. Don't worry about me. I'm fine. Everything's fine. We're just trying to make money here. And that's all I know. That's all I know right now. I'm just an average peasant in all this. So see you guys next time. Share this video. Sibcoin endgame. Dogejet to the moon. I believe they're both going to go on Binance at the same time. It's going to be an epic FOMO into both of them. Doesn't matter what side you're on, right? We're going to be mooning.
So, you know, it was a great video. And like I said, man, I think, you know, there are certain things in my life that if I did not do, that certain door would have been open. You know, if MattyG did not do Doge GF, then you would not have that. If he didn't shield Doge GF, then I would have never came across of it. Probably later down the line, but you would have never got that energy from me. You would have never got that song that I created. You would have never got that content that came right after that. So everybody is playing a part within the grand scheme of things in reality. And you know, I just love it, man. I just hope everybody just take a bigger perception of their life, see where they want to go, being accountable. And if you're in a loser spot, then, you know, understand that, yeah, I fucked up. Yeah. And try not to think so shallow, guys, because the number one thing that I knew, this is when I knew he was a genius. This is when I know. I knew he was a genius when he was a genius before when he was on XRP, but this is when like he went full genius mode. When he put together that the Dog Society in-game master plan, which means he pretty much showed how the sheep, it's like a matrix for the matrix. The sheep thinks XRP, the smart money. Oh, the smart money is tech. You know, of course, a guy that's just got into crypto and crypto is tech, he's going to look for the most fanciest, shiniest tech, safest investment. And crypto is the part of the wealth transfer, and being a part of the wealth transfer is gaining a lot of wealth, making a lot of money. And we've been sitting around holding these utility tokens, using these top 10, top 20 coins, and making minor gains. And we have meme coins popping off left and right, boom, Shiba, everything just popping off. And we're blinded to the utility of what meme tokens really bring. We live in America. I live in America. Entertainment is huge. You know, like the entertainment industry is huge. So why won't we think that there's a place for entertainment for crypto? You know, why won't we think, why would we overlook the entertainment for crypto? Music is entertainment. Sports is entertainment. Cartoons is entertainment. You know, there's so many different levels of entertainment. And why wouldn't crypto have you entertainment? Why would crypto be just black and white? No, you have to add some color in crypto. How else would crypto adopt if you're not bringing things to entertain people? Man, it's so deep. But when he put that piece together to show, like, look, man, we have to get rich in these meme coins. We have to get rich in these dog coins. You know, once he put that together, it opens my mind, because I felt so sheepish when he first said that, because I was like, damn, it takes, like, just to know that, like, damn, that might be the case. That surely might be the case. The billionaires are hiding in the meme coins. The meme coins are the ones that's getting people rich. You know, it's like the sheep. I remember sitting back, I was like, damn, Dogecoin is going fucking nuts. And I was always told that it has no utility. It has this, it has that. So I always stayed away from it. And just to know that, like, Dogecoin is going to exist forever. It's forever. It's the new Sonic the Hedgehog. It's the new Super Mario. Dogecoin is the coin for the people. Literally, it's the coin for the people. It's the coin that's attached to a founding father of the fourth industrial revolution, which is Elon Musk. You think the only crypto besides Bitcoin, the Bitcoin is attached to everything finance. The only crypto that's attached to a future trillionaire. You think that's just going to disappear overnight? Hell no. It's going to live forever and ever and ever and ever to the end of time. So Doge GF is going to accompany Doge, which means, in my opinion, this probably will be. I'm not gonna say my last investment, because I will be investing in other coins just for the fun of things, because I like informing people about other cryptos, and if I'm going to inform you about other cryptos, I definitely want to have some. But I think this is going to be the investment that's going to pretty much change everything. Once we get that gift, once the Doge gift platform comes, then it's pretty much just a countdown, less than in days, basically less than a week for sure, that we're gonna get that tweet. So crypto is my retirement, guys. You guys have a good day.